Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, we're diving into something a little emotional, a little funny, and a whole lot of beautiful. Kind of like the guy we're going to talk about. You guessed it. It's none other than our beloved face genius from Astro, the one and only Chalanu. And today, we're going to talk about how he had to say goodbye to one of his most iconic drama roles ever, the Ice Prince with a soft heart, Lee Soo-hoo from True Beauty. Yeah, grab your tissues, or snacks, or both. This one's going to be a roller coaster. Okay, so picture this. It's 2021. True Beauty is fresh off the air. Fans are still rewatching scenes of Soo-ho giving those low-key flirty but confused glances at Choo-kyung. And suddenly, boom, Chalanu does an interview with Oh-sen. And what does he say? I'm sorry to let him go. Cue dramatic violin. But seriously, Chalanu really meant it. He wasn't just acting in True Beauty. He lived and breathed that role like he was born to play Lee Soo-ho. He even said he used to think about the character before going to sleep. Like, this man wasn't just memorizing lines. He was lying in bed, imagining what trauma and emotional layers his character was dealing with. That's some Oscar-level bedtime routine right there. Now, if you've watched True Beauty, you know exactly what he's talking about. At first, Lee Soo came off as this super cold, mysterious, I don't need friends, I have books kind of guy. But then slowly, and I mean slowly like your Wi-Fi on a rainy day, we start seeing cracks in the armor. He's not cold. He's just been through a lot. He's a soft boy wrapped in emotional baggage and hoodie jackets. And honestly, we love that for him. And let me tell you, portraying a character like that isn't easy. It's not just about being pretty on screen. Though let's be real, Chalanu had that part covered the moment he opened his eyes in this world. But to really show the emotional journey of Soo, especially in the second half of the series, where he's dealing with guilt, grief, love, jealousy, friendship, it's a lot. So it makes total sense when Chalanu says he's sad to let go. Because this wasn't just a role for him. It was like he made a new friend, or maybe even discovered a part of himself through Soo. And you know who else thought he was born to play that character? Everyone. I mean, everyone. Before the drama even aired, fans were already comparing him to the webtoon version of Soo. The resemblance was so uncanny, even fellow Astro member Moonbin was like, bro, that's literally you. And now that we're here, can we just take a moment to miss Moonbin together? Because he was always so supportive of Chalanu, always hyping him up, always smiling when talking about his members. The way he said Eunwoo looked just like the character from the webtoon? Pure brother energy. Okay, deep breath. Let's talk about the drama itself. True Beauty was one of those shows that hit the sweet spot between hilarious high school chaos and tear-jerking emotional drama. It followed Im Joo-kyung, a girl who felt invisible without makeup, and her journey of self-acceptance. Along the way, she finds herself in a love triangle with two wildly different and wildly attractive boys, the cool and collected Lee Soo-hoo and the sunshine rebel Han Seo-jin, played by the equally swoon-worthy Hwang In-yup. Honestly, choosing between them was harder than choosing what to eat when you're starving at 3 a.m. And that's saying something. But what made True Beauty stand out wasn't just the pretty faces or the comedic timing, though both were 10 out of 10. It was how real the characters felt. The struggles with self-worth, the pain of losing a friend, the pressure of being perfect, it all hit home. And the chemistry? Off the charts. Like, did y'all see the way Soo looked at Choo-kyung? That was not acting. That was soul-level gazing. And guess what? The drama was a massive hit. It became one of the most talked-about K-dramas of 2020-2021, not just in Korea, but globally. International fans couldn't get enough of it. There were fan edits, memes, TikToks, reenactments, you name it. People fell in love with the characters, the story, and yes, Chalanu's eyebrows. True Beauty wasn't even his first drama, but it was definitely a turning point. It showed everyone that Chalanu isn't just a pretty face. He's got acting chops, and he's serious about growing in that craft. In the same interview, he said he wants to keep improving and take on more roles in different genres. Comedy, thriller, historical drama, where he's a king with emotional issues. We are here for all of it. But let's rewind a little and talk more about Chalanu the person. Because if you think he's just the guy who shows up on screen looking perfect and walks away, think again. Cha Eun-woo is a whole package. He's a singer, actor, MC, model, all-around golden boy. Born as Lee Do-min, he debuted with Astro in 2016, and right from the start, people were like, who is that visual standing in the middle? But what really made him stand out wasn't just his looks. It was how hardworking he is. Like, this guy doesn't rest. While promoting with Astro, he was also filming dramas, doing photo shoots, showing up at award shows, and still managing to look like he sleeps 10 hours a night on a cloud made of silk. Behind the scenes, members have said he's super humble and quiet, but also a little clumsy and forgetful, which makes him even more lovable. Like, imagine this perfect-looking man walking into a glass door. That's Cha Eun-woo. He's also a big softie, loves his family, cries during emotional moments, and gets shy when people compliment him too much. Basically, he's the K-drama male lead we all wish existed in real life. And the fact that he genuinely cared about letting go of a character like Lee Soo-ho, that just shows how deeply he connects with his roles. He's not just reading lines, he's trying to feel what the character feels, think how the character thinks. That's the kind of dedication that turns good actors into great ones. And after True Beauty, he didn't slow down. Nope. He kept going, from Island to A Good Day to Be a Dog, trying out more diverse roles, fighting demons, literally and emotionally, and always showing up with that same sincerity. He's also been the face of so many brands we lost count: skincare, fashion, even chicken. And every single time, we're like, okay, yes, we'll buy it. So yeah, when Cha Eun-woo says he was sad to let go of Lee Soo, we get it. We were sad too. That character wasn't just a role. He became someone who lived in our heads rent-free for months. He made us laugh, cry, scream at our screens, and dream about high school romances we never had. And the fact that Eun-woo gave him such life? That's something we'll never forget. Alright fam, that's it for today's video. We went on a whole emotional journey together, huh? If you loved Soo-ho, or just appreciate how much heart Cha Eun-woo puts into everything he does, let us know in the comments below. What was your favorite moment from True Beauty? Are you still Team Soo-ho, or did Seo-jin steal your heart? And please, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and I love making these videos for y'all. Seriously, thank you for watching and hanging out with me today. See you in the next one.